Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Um, I just want to do like a little another discussion video and, you know, how I feel about, I guess, continuing on with my Samurai 5 playthrough of some sort because, to be honest with you, I know I said on my video yesterday, on my update video yesterday, that I was going to, continue on and do another live stream of Samurai 5. I'm not too sure if I really want to do that anymore. I mean, there's something in my gut that's just telling me, like, don't bother because the game is just a complete waste of time. And in a way, there's a part of me that actually does feel that way. Like, there's a lot of very, very disappointing things about Samurai 5. And, but there's also another part of me that actually does want to continue on and finish the game because, I am loyal to the Samurai's franchise as well as the Dynasty franchise. So I'm very, very conflicted at the moment in how I feel and that. And that's why you're not really seeing any live streams at this stage because of it. I mean, there's multiple reasons as to why I don't really want to carry on with Samurai 5, and one that I just explained was that I feel is just that the game itself is just a complete waste of time. You know, there. One of the things that really crushed me the most, and I have said this before, I made multiple videos about this a couple months ago when I really showed my first review and how I feel about it after playing like a lot of hours of it. Last time, that was when I did Nobunaga Story. I felt like, yeah, like the combat can be pretty fun, but it just felt also very basic. And yeah, it started to feel very, very basic, and and I think what really ruins it, of course, is the cloned weapons, because obviously not every character has its own weapon like you can in previous samurai games. Because Samurai Warriors has never had issues of cloning weapons in their games. I mean, I know Dynasty Warriors did, but in almost every game except 8, but, Samurai Warriors never had that, and I think that's what makes the Samurai Warriors franchise so special compared to Dynasty Warriors was that, every character have their own weapons, have their own move sets, and, yeah, like, no character is sharing with another character, and seeing and starting and me playing some of the newer characters in the game, like unlocking a character and playing them, and then like Nagamasa, for example, like I was so excited to play as him, and then I kind of stopped being excited because I noticed that he had Nobunaga's weapon in 5, and you know it's just disappointing. It's just really disappointing, and yeah, I mean, look, graphically, that game looks good. It does. It looks amazing. They really have updated the graphics really well, but, I mean, like, again, I'm on the edge here. Like, I'm very, very, very conflicted on whether I should continue on with Samurai 5 or just stop. Because it kind of stopped being fun for a little while. Like it did. It was fun going back to it. Like I had a blast. Like obviously in my yesterday's live stream, even though I was pretty sick and tired because of my medical health reasons, which is mainly insomnia and that. But yeah, but yeah, I had a blast yesterday. But then after going back today, like I just kind of stopped having fun. Like, and I did go back to play Samurai 4 a little bit this morning, and I had such a blast. I had such a blast. Like it feels so much more fun. Like the characters are more fun to play as, and I can actually pick the characters that I like based on their movesets. And I'll admit, I do that a lot. I kind of judge them more on their movesets compared to, like, their personalities. Like, my favorite character in Samurais, and obviously I started Samurais really late, so that's why this guy right here, Naomi Ali, is my favorite, because he's such a badass. Like, he really is. Like, he should have been the poster boy of Samurai Warriors, really, from the get-go, from the very first game. And yeah, I think if he was in the game in the first place, I probably would have been really hooked into it early. But again, like I just said, like, I started Samurai Warriors really, really late. I mean, the first was Dynasty Warriors, and yeah, I mean, the first Samurai Warriors game that I've actually ever played was Samurai Warriors 3, which was on the Wii, and I believe it's exclusive on the Wii, which is just a completely silly thing to do. I don't know why Tecmo Koei thought that was a good idea, but anyway. And yeah, I mean, and another character that I actually grown to like is this one, Nobuyuki Sanada, which is Yukimura's brother. He's another character that I really, really like and have grown to like, really. And, I did like Yukimura first until I played a little bit more of the Sanada story. And I started to realize that Yukimura was becoming a bit childish. Like, he was becoming really, really childish. He wasn't really listening to his brother so much, and unfortunately, because of his mistakes, that's what costed Yukimura's life, basically. And yeah, and Nobuyuki obviously chose the right path, because he's chose to join the Tokugawa instead of the Toyotomi, and that's what costed him his life in that. And I'm going to be straightforward honest with you. This may become an unpopular opinion, but I prefer the more villainous side of Nobunaga from before the rebooted Samurai 5. Like, this is him pre-Samurai 5. Like, he just shows what a badass villain he is. Like, he doesn't really mess around and that. And, I actually really kind of liked Nobunaga. I know he was portrayed more as a villain, like I just said, but yeah, he's really, really fun. And yeah, I mean, I do like, though, that we kind of get to see a more human side, I guess, to Nobunaga in 5. Like, that's a nice thing to see, but still, I kind of preferred him more as a villain, where he really didn't show much emotions. And yeah, although in Samurais 2, as I believe, I mean, I know I've just started playing Samurais 2 on the PS3, and I'm not really looking to complete that anytime soon, because one, it's a really, really old ass game, and I only use PS3 if I'm like bored and stuff. But yeah, I do have Samurais 2 on the PS3, and I am aware that there is a cutscene in that game where Nobunaga cries after killing Mitsuhide at one of the Honoji stages. And I kind of would like to explore that. Like, you know what, I will admit, I do think Samurai Warriors has some better cutscenes than Dynasty Warriors, because a lot of them can be very dark and meaningful and all that. Meanwhile, in Dynasty Warriors, they just, half of them didn't really have any emotion, like, especially the classic ones. So yeah, but anyway, Nobunaga I prefer him as that, because he looks more villainous. He kind of looks not frightening, but looks like he really is in charge, and he shows, like, that, again, like, that he's boss and that. Mitsuhide, I'll admit, I never really cared so much for. He's alright. I wasn't really a fan of his movesets in both Samurai 5 and, pre-Samurai 5. Yeah, I never really played as him much. He wasn't really that interesting. I mean, there's a whole lot of conspiracy theories on why he portrayed Nobunaga, but unfortunately, no one really knows to this day of why he backstabbed him in that. But yeah. Now, as for Kenshin, Um, I like Henshin. He's okay. Not my favorite, but yeah. I mean, again, I don't know. Like, I do kind of like both sides of him. You know, as him as a more serious character in pre-Samwise 5, and then, we get to Samwise 5, and we really see him like, you know, I don't know, like his personality sort of changed a bit in Samwise 5, and I kind of like that. Like I think that was pretty welcome in my opinion, but yeah, I mean, I think that's a really cool, nice change. Now, very briefly, Shingen, he hasn't really changed much from pre Samwise 5 to the reboot Samwise 5. He's okay, I guess. I would like to explore more of him. I would like to see a more of a Takeda storyline. I mean, I know we technically got that in Spirit of Sonata, but the Spirit of Sonata mainly focused on the Sonatas, obviously, because it's their story, it's Yukimura's story. But no, I really want to see a game or probably another spin-off like Spirit of Sonata, where we get to explore more of the Takeda's storyline. That would be pretty cool, honestly. I would like that very much. Um, Now, Yoshimoto, he's had the most drastic change of all. He is now a badass. I mean, obviously in the pre-Samwise 5, I never really cared for him. I mean, no one really cared for him. He was just a dork and a dumbass and but he was he was not like that in real life. I will tell you that right now. I mean, he was frightening. He was more villainous then than I guess Nobunaga was, and you know, he's not a Kamari loving freak. And I think that's one of the very few, only massive pros I have about Samwise 5 is the transformation that Yoshimoto has received, like the treatment that he's received, because he is a badass. Like he is the Lubu of Samwise 5. Like, move over Tadakatsu Honda. Like, Yoshimoto has got that now, and I like that. I think that's really, really cool. Now, Tadakatsu, he's okay. I mean, he's the Lubu of the Samurai series anyway. Well, leading up to Samwise 5 before, like I just said, Yoshimoto took that spot. But yeah, I mean, he's okay. He's not really the best. I mean, I kind of prefer Lubu over him anyway, but it is what it is. Now, Lady Not, I mean, she actually really surprised me because I kind of felt like she really didn't show much emotion in, like, even in, like, Samwise 4. But when I got to Samwise 5, she really surprised me. Again, like, she really did. And, yeah, I kind of do like her transformation. We get to see more of her human side and, she's not really following Nobunaga around a lot in 5. I mean, yeah, because in the previous games we kind of see her like just follow him around, and her storyline, especially in 5, really shocked me. Like, especially her, spoiler alert, death scene. That was shocking because I actually did think that she just stayed with him until his demise at Honoji, but no, that was not the case. She died before Honoji, and in Samwise 5, she was killed by ambushes or something. Like, she protected Nobunaga to the very end, and yeah, that was really, really surprising. Have I covered Hideyoshi? I'll do it now. But Hideyoshi, he's okay. I mean, I don't like his look. I prefer his look here instead of his look on Samwise 5. Like, I feel like he's just like, I really prefer this look because he's not called a monkey for a reason. I mean, apparently he actually did look a monkey. I have heard that he had so many concubines, like he had to get, I don't know if it's true, he had to get his daughter pregnant or something just so he can have another kid, so he could have like an heir or something. I heard about that the other day, and to me it's quite disturbing. I mean, he's not as nice as the games portray him as. I mean, apparently he was a massive prick. So yeah, I mean, personally, I probably wouldn't want to be around him in real life if that was the case. So, yeah. Who else was in 5? Hanzo. Hanzo, I mean, he's actually pretty fun to play as in 5. I'll admit he is. I played as him in the first, and he was pretty cool. But again, I don't know why, but I kind of prefer him with that little chain thing that he's got here in this photo. He's not. I don't know. Like, I'm conflicted with him. Like, he's good on both. He's good in both Samwise 4 and Samwise 5. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, don't know. But what I do find that is really nice to see, in my opinion, is that we kind of saw him take his mask off. I mean, I know we sort of did get that as well as Samwise 1, sort of, where we get to see his head and all that hair that he had, but I think it's really good that, we kind of get to see that again in 5, and like, you get to play as him without the mask and all that, but you know me, I mean, I'm nostalgic, so I'm just gonna prefer this one instead. So yeah, I mean, I should have warned you about this at the start of the video. I'm a pretty nostalgic person. Now this one really surprised me. I don't know why Ina wasn't in the game. I mean, I honestly don't know. Like, I know she was like Tanakatsu's daughter and that, but yeah, I kind of find that shocking. Maybe it's because she was too young during the older days when Nobunaga was still alive or some sort. Like, I don't think we really get to see her until after, like, before, like, the Battle of Sekigahara and all that. I don't think we really get to see her until that. Now, the transformation of Ieyasu Tokugawa from Samwise 4 to Samwise 5, I'm not gonna lie, but that pissed me off. I get that he may have looked so young, but I doubt he looked that young. Like, he looked like a freaking teenager in Samwise 5. He looked like a girl. I actually thought that they did I remember watching the trailer, and I legit thought that they gave him like a little sex change. Like, seriously, like, I doubt he looked that young. I mean, I know he's younger than Nobunaga, and that's fine, but I don't know. Like, I don't like that transformation. Like, Ieyasu Tokugawa in Samwise 5 is one of my least favorites. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't mind him pre-Samwise 5, but I don't know. Like, it's just, I don't like looking at the Tokugawa in Samwise 5. I really, really don't. I think it's pretty hideous and such. Like, and why give him the twin blades? Like, what is he? Is he the Luke Shun in that game now? Like, for real. I mean, I know there was another character, I forgot his name, but there was another character that's not in the pre-Samwise 4, but, was introduced to Samwise 5 for the first time, and he had the twin blades as well. I forgot what his name was, but anyway. Nagamasa, he hasn't really had that much difference, although, like I just said earlier, like, he had Nobunaga's weapon in Samwise 5, and that really crushed me, because I actually really do like that weapon that he has there, that long, really, really long spear thing, and so that really, really disappointed me, so yeah. Yeah, Nina's not even in Samwise 5 as well, although Hideyoshi looked pretty younger, so I don't think they really met until after the incident at Honoji. I'm not really sure, but yeah, I'll admit, she did kind of surprise me that she's not in 5, so yeah. Joshi's in Samwise 5 as well, but he doesn't really have, like, that much difference. I think he fights with a spear, like just a big long spear in that game. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah. But yeah, I mean, there's not really much known about him, but yeah. I don't know if she's supposed to be Mitsuhide's sister or daughter or mother or whatever, but whatever. I heard very conflicting things. I don't know if she was a real person, but apparently she's related to Mitsuhide in some way, and yeah, she's not in the game either, unless someone changed her name or something, so yeah. Now, Hanbei is in the game too. there really isn't much difference about him. I think he just fights with a I think he fights with those twin blades as well, but those smaller twin blades. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I haven't really played as every character in that game, and I don't really have any character all the characters unlocked yet at the time when this video has been made. So yeah, I mean, he's alright, I guess. Not my favorite, but yeah. This character actually really surprised me. Montanari Mori. He seems to be pretty interesting. We fight him a lot in Samurais 5. I don't know why we don't have any stages where he really fights the elders in 4, but I mean, I think he does, but I gotta go through them all. I can't remember every stage that's in 4.4.2 anyway, but yeah, he's really surprised me. I think he has another basic weapon too, but you know, I prefer him with his archers. Like, I actually have a lot of fun playing as him in 4. He's more interesting, in my opinion, in 4 than 5. But, you know, when I eventually, if I do eventually complete Samurais 5, I'm not saying that I will, but, you know, if I do, then I'll see what he's like. So, yeah. I think that's it, I'm supposed. I know I'm missing a couple of other characters, but I'm not really going to go through them all right now. So, yeah. So I don't know what's going to happen next, like how I'm going to feel. Like, should I continue on with Samurais 5? Like, let me know in the comment section below if you want me to continue on with Samurais 5 or just don't bother at all, because I mean, I know that Samurais 5 is probably has very, very mixed reviews. Like, some people love it, but some other people hate it. I think mostly me, I'm more into the not hate it, but like dislike side, because like, yeah, there are some things that are pretty cool in the game. There's a lot of things that I just don't approve or, you know, like or whatever. So yeah, I mean, it's hard. It's hard to think about, but yeah, I mean, just let me know how you feel, and like, again, should I continue on or not, and then we'll go from there. I mean, I'm just, like I said at the start of this video, I'm very, very conflicted about how I feel and about whether I should carry on or not, because, like, I love the Samurai series, and I have gotten really, really interested into the storylines. I mean, I'll admit, I wasn't at first, but, you know, after really getting into, like, the characters and some sort, like, you know, I do find a lot of it interesting, even though I prefer the Three Kingdoms story over the Warring States of Japan storyline. But yeah, but seriously, like, let me know if you think. I want to hear what you think, really. So just let me know in the comment section, and we'll go from there, and we'll see how I feel. All right, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next video, whatever that is, whether it's more Samurais 5 or Samurais 4 or Dynasty Warriors, who knows? Who knows? But yeah, we'll see how I feel, and yeah. Alright, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.